a special outdoor Instagram live. Bodybuilding, real estate, stocks, coronavirus. Those are the topics. They're the same topics every day. Jerry, I just saw that about walking. I just saw that picture of you from off season. Absolutely ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I got Scott, what's this? I forget his last name, sending me my file from Bob Gruskin, Jerry. I'm going to post up some pictures when I get them. I've never seen them, of course. Abood Saif, Salam Alaikum Abood. The world of Neil. Who's better, Dexter or Sean Ray, in your opinion? Dexter. I don't even like Dexter. How's that? I'm kidding. I can't stand Sean Ray, but I recognize he has a phenomenal physique. He's just an idiot. Opinions on Bitcoin. It's going to go higher. Absolutely. I don't know when though, but it's going to go higher. There's going to be some events like these, enhanced cryptocurrencies like... Oh wait, maybe I have a battery backup. Tony Raccanelli came on. I do have a battery backup. My phone felt flat. I can't wait, Jerry. I just can't get over, Jerry, how big you were in that off-season picture. But that was running to 88, which was your best anyway, I think. Mass on mass with a small waist. Seth, I see you're on here. I haven't got to my office today. I did see you 258. Hold on. My wife would kill me if she knows I'm walking a baby and doing Instagram Live. The real Stephen Chang. Yeah, sure. Email me. The word of Neil. And I don't have a mask. You're supposed to have a mask on. Sean Roden versus Phil Heath. Who wins? Same one who won last time. Sean Roden. You'll see. You will see. How about that picture I posted of Kamal? Yeah, it's cold. I'm always cold. It's 55, but I got a winter jacket on. It's not like Qatif, Dr. Abbas. You guys have it made in Qatif. Do you train lifestyle people? No hormones. Natural people? Yes. Nice. Almost lost the phone. Hold on. Let's see how I can do this without crashing the phone. It's so hot there in Qatif, I'm sure. Qatif. Abood Saif. Give you salam. That's Salim. Can you? I don't know if you can see him in there. Can we see him in there? Are you seeing in there? Oh yeah. I love this type of weather. Where's John Ward? He always comes on. What drives you? I don't have any drive to keep going. I don't have like a drive. To keep going what? To keep alive? I mean, you gotta set goals, right? And your goals gotta be set on, you know, what you want to achieve, I guess. They can't be set on fear. Brian, what time is it there? Brian from Hong Kong. Brian, I didn't get to your pictures either because it's Corona time. I don't have a mask. They're on order from Amazon, coming from China. This is my walk through the college campus. Guru Khan, the weather's cool, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, but the sun's out. Jerry, do you have any injuries? Jerry Scalise? I'm walking, my hip kills. Yeah, that's what, Brian, I figured you should be sleeping. My shoes just came untied, of course. Oh boy. Better than in Ohio. Yeah, the weather's been really, really cool. Crazy. I think when the coronavirus came, all the factories shut down and we said bye-bye to like mild temperatures in Maine. It's never cold in May. Do I miss competing? Not one iota. It's too hard. Why do white carbs get such a bad rap? I don't know. People think they turn to fat immediately. Calories still count, you know. Mr. Jews, you ever been to Ron Patlow's gym? No. He sent me pictures though. You have to visit Saudi. I've been to Saudi. Vancouver, I've been there too. It's beautiful there. Can you get lean on only oats, whey, and chicken? Yeah, if your calories are low enough. That's the thing. Calories still count. You know, people want these macro miracles. I should trademark that. Macro miracles. But calories count. How do you come bloating during short-acting insulin? You can't. Insulin makes you hold water, period. No, she doesn't have a restaurant in Portland, Laura. I don't talk to her, no. I like anyone who's competing in the Olympia that I'm working with, because you're at the Olympia, you're at the Zenith. Last year I had 12 people in it. 13. How's that? There was 12 wins, and Luke Sandow snuck in on points with a calculator. Currently working with... Oh, I'm excited. Everyone I work with, I'm excited to see them on stage. Every single person. Because I know they'll all be improved to some degree, you know. Some people may be shockingly improved. Others will be somewhat improved. Others will be very improved. Depends. Derek Farnsworth texted me, and where's his diet update? Here's a tractor. Can I gain fat? I'm in a deficit for a contest and I start gear. Can I gain fat? If you're in a deficit, no. You can't gain fat when you're in a calorie deficit, no. How much test was Jay using in early days off season? None of your business. Not much. What's the opinion of Regan Grimes? Very good. Very good bodybuilder. Good future. He thinks he was in shape last year, though he was not. I only just say it how it is. My Mercedes is a 94 300 or 320 300, yeah. It's in great condition. He's already in. Where the hell have you been? Regan Grimes going to open bodybuilding. He's already been in it, dude, for 2 out of his 3 years. Just watch Jay 2001, how he didn't win. Politics. Joe Weider. My opinion. You know. He beat Ronnie in prejudge, and that's for damn sure. I was right there. The judges had him winning. 2-day show. I don't know. Joe probably puts his foot on the scale. I don't care what Wayne D'Amelia says. Visited Portland when on vacation in Bar Harbor. Beautiful place. Yeah, Portland's ridiculously beautiful. Who is the best bodybuilder you have seen on stage? Your personal opinion. Great question. Dorian 95, J01, J Ironman, Mike Francois when he won the Arnold, Flex Wheeler when he won New York Pro. Those pictures, I think 96. There's not a lot of them out there, but he was phenomenal. I mean, there's just so many. Oh, I don't have my books in my hand to give the plug, but yeah, you can get my books on Amazon. Just put in my name. Coleman, yeah, of course. Coleman, 03. Shaq is here, not the real Shaq. Not Shaquille, just Shaq Marshall. I wasn't at the Olympia in 1998. There was a historic rainfall and I couldn't leave the state of Maine. All the bridges leaving Maine, all the way out was washed away. Yeah, everyone's afraid of losing muscle. You know, everyone's afraid of losing muscle and losing money. I'm tired of the Olympia contest being in Vegas. It'd be nice to move it around. Although I love going to Vegas. I love that heat that week. But I'd like to see it move around a little bit. But it's good where it is, I guess. Jay's best looks. It's all blah, blah, blah. Thoughts on Ronnie 01. He looked tremendous. Peeled. Big. Shaquille Marshall. I was trying to get in on this video. Fit Outdoor. I don't know who that is. Do all of your clients have access to a gym? No. What do you look for when you buy in a rental home? Income. Location. If you don't have location, you're looking at low expenses and good income. Brought your book. Won't be delivered until June. Can't wait. I wonder why. Where do you live? Olympia, the Middle East? Potentially no. Never go to the Middle East. Big Remy, biggest mistake, 900 coaches. Idiotic. Quote me. What's your go-to strategy when I was struggling to lose the last bit of body fat the few weeks before show? Nuke them. Just cut the carbs, cut everything. You know, give up the idea I'm going to lose muscle if you're just not going to be in shape. That's my go-to strategy. Very scientific. Stay full before bed, steak and pasta. Eat before going to bed. There's no reason why you can't eat a meal and go to bed. Babies do it, they grow. Speaking of, hold on. Yeah, you're awake. Have you ever worked with another Jay Cutler-like young athlete who didn't make it? No. Huntington Beach, that'd be nice to be there today. Huntington Beach, California. What's your favorite phrase in real estate besides location? Free. Meaning no money down. What bodybuilder with the worst genetics succeeded in the IFBB? Like winning pro shows. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. There are some, though. For the clients who don't have access to gym, I have changed the diet. Yeah, you gotta, your calorie value has got to go down. Yeah, high carbs on leg day. That's a Sergio special. Sergio loves high carbs on leg day because it takes a lot out of them. Plasma expanders. No one uses them. How come you don't do seminars? Because they're stupid. People like to expos like science sound like they're fucking astronauts. way too simple to be able to give seminars. Creators from Chicago. Love Chicago. Third biggest city in the United States. Still cheap. Still cheap to purchase places compared to like, right, Los Angeles and New York. Absolutely gorgeous neighborhoods. You have of course, an unfunded. You have a pension problem, but you have room to increase your taxes to get rid of that. Yeah. First cycle, 100 tests. How's that? Most difficult bodybuilder you've worked with. No one is difficult if they follow what I tell them to do. End of story. Quote me on that. The most difficult bodybuilder you ever worked with. Only people who think they're smarter than me are difficult for me to work with. And it's not that I'm the smartest, but I've been around longer than anyone, so I know the mistakes not to make. Quote me there too. Huntington Beach, California. You're now from Ohio. Yeah. I'd rather be in Huntington Beach too. Big shout out to you. Started reading your book. Oh, good. Here's another book plug. Great. Started reading your book. Best book in the history of mankind. I just added that as a joke. Great content. I wish you'd write more books. I have nothing new to say. That's why I can't do the seminars. Do you believe Brandale on the road? Absolutely yes. Raphael will make it to the Olympia stage. Cheap, but taxes will kill you. Taxes will kill you everywhere. No, go to Florida. Buy a condominium. You know, these taxes are so crazy. The only place taxes aren't high is like in the pockets of the Midwest, Texas, Arizona. Real estate in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will always be a desirable place to go to, even after the coronavirus. And you'll never, if you have a 10-year, 15-year horizon, you'll never go wrong in Pittsburgh. Beautiful city. I don't really do. Look at, I'm like a kite. I'm getting blown away, ruining my hair. Do you believe there are only 3 body types of the endomorph? No, I don't believe in endomorph, ectomorph. All that stuff is just too scientific. Ectomorph, you're skinny, you have a hard time, you have to eat more. Endomorph, you're fat, you have to eat less. That's about what it boils down to in a nutshell. Told you I can't do seminars. Have you ever been down here in Boca Raton? Of course I've been to Boca Raton, Florida. Good area to buy. Still, prices are still low in like certain parts. Idle real estate wise, they're local people. You would never know them. And they're my friends. No, I'm never doing camps again. Too much work. Yeah, Raphael can be Mr. Olympia, I think. Yeah. If Raphael makes it to the Olympia, I guarantee he gives Flex a lot of trouble more than anyone else because they have balance. When you get on the Olympia stage, if condition is considered equal or extremely important, which it is important, Raphael's got balance under the right lights, and when you're in tremendous condition, it's so important. It negates mass. Dave never got the pro card because he was in a tough period where people were like phenomenal. We opened up a gym now. I tried to when I was 16. The best advice you can get, thank God I didn't. I'd rather own the building. People, best advice, stay basic. And best advice for bodybuilders, just getting started, stay basic, be very patient. As men's classic, how long do you prep does it take before you look and gain more muscle? 16 weeks, I guess. Please your opinion about steroids at 40 years of age. They work at any age. How's that for an answer? No, I don't count macros. I say that all day long. It's too much for me to count. Anyhow, how can he knows your body? I don't know what that means. Usually I rip out my book, throw it on the screen and say buy this book at Amazon, but I don't have one because I'm walking my 1-year-old. Chris, what's the reason clients of Team Oxygen sometimes get in excellent shape or sometimes the worst ever? I mean, not really consistent. You mean like Rolly and Ramy? Like how Ramy bombed out and Rolly bombed out? You know, the answer is big bodies. Big bodies are a lot harder to work with than smaller bodies. And big bodies can change in 6 hours. You can go flat in 6 hours or eat something and it's just bizarre. Spill in 6 hours. Big bodies are way harder. It's like, you know what? Here. It's easy. Any of us can drive a 6-foot boat. It is easy. We can drive a 12-foot boat with no experience. You need experience to drive a bigger boat, but you need, in a wind, stiff wind, driving a 100-foot boat, things can change in seconds. You can crash that boat into the dock due to a shift in wind or tide. So that's why big bodies are hard to work with. Will you ever take back Remy? No. He's a crybaby. Yes, I'd love to see Sass back on stage. He had a baby today. Congratulations. Do you buy foreclosures and fix them up? No. If you want to send me money, we can partner and I'll fix up foreclosures with you. How's that?
There's so much brush out here.
People treat Remy like a baby. Yeah, the Bob Gruskin stories are endless. They are endless. That's why when people say pick one, it's even hard for me to pick one because I don't even know where to start. I literally can't figure out what to say. It's not like having one special, unique experience with one person at one time that you can remember. Abdullah, 84 OTB. People talking crap about Kuwait on here. I'm kind of like throwing gasoline on the fire. Do you think spot reduction is ever possible? Nah, not really. Abdullah, the famous Arab trainer from Kuwait, Brandon Curry, came on. Zane needs to bring up his back a little bit, that's it. He's very dangerous, Zane. He's phenomenal. Always gets overlooked. I have your back, Abdullah, but I don't have Oscar's back. I say he's terrible. Abdullah, great. Oscar, terrible. I'm just kidding. Sergio Oliva, Modern Times in Bodybuilding, the father, he'd do great. Best car I ever see. Sergio's. You like that, huh, Abdullah? Abdullah, is there going to be a Mr. Olympia? I'm very concerned. I'm inclined to say no. How can people even fly to it? You're not even going to be able to fly. I gained a lot of respect for you when you didn't ask anyone for $1. Who didn't I ask for $1? My nose is running now. It's getting colder. Yeah, everything's dangerous now, Abdullah. It's like, it's a joke. I mean, are they going to have an Olympia? I wish they would announce it, like, soon. I don't think so. September, 100% guaranteed no. Overworking as a bodybuilder. Oh, God, thoughts on opening up the country. Well, if you don't open it up, we're all going to be living in the Stone Age anyway. We're going to be bartering and... You know, I'll do a diet for you if you fix my roof at my apartment. Oh no, I never asked Dave for $1. I should send him an invoice now if he said that. Take 40% of his wealth, which would probably be 12 million. Let's see, 30 million. I guess he's worth 30. I'm guessing maybe more. Maybe 40. 4 times what? 16 million. That's what some gurus get. Kenny Wallach. Kenny, the crown prince of bodybuilding posing and presentation, is on my Instagram live. What an honor. I should hit a shot, Kenny. But I'd hit one from like the 80s and people say, no one does that pose anymore. An archer pose. A side chest lunging. I saw that by Ron Partlow the other day and I said, nobody does a side chest lunging anymore. Kenny, people don't even have routines. I posted one of Paul DeMeo this morning and I thought, people don't even have routines. He practiced that routine for like 3 months. Let's see. No, you can do shows without taking diuretics. Depends on your level of water retention. Abdullah says the Olympia is going to be in November. Good. These guys can work with Kenny Wallach to get a posing routine together, since they have two more extra months. Prime Cedric, Prime Kai. Well, a Prime Cedric beat a Subprime Kai, but close to Prime in 2000, whatever it was, 16, by a decent margin in prejudging. But posing routines, there's Kenny right now. That was one of the best posing routines I ever saw. And when Kai was doing that routine, I knew it was over for Cedric, because the audience got behind Kai. I was prepping Cedric for that. And the audience got behind Kai, and you could just feel the momentum move, and Kai won by a point. Abdullah. Sergio Oliva, he looked good this year, right? He'll do very, very good at the Olympia. First call out for Sergio, and when compared due to his condition, he'd move. If anyone's off, he moves up for sure. My pre-workout coming, it's in my head right now. Has it? My pre-workout product. I haven't. Yeah, I agree, Abdullah. Kai, no, he'll never compete ever. Only if The Rock begs him. Even if The Rock begs him, he may pull out. How would Weeder deal with the Olympia situation this year? He'd have it for sure, guaranteed in some capacity. Joe would, who didn't control the show. Ben, though, it was Ben's show. Maybe Ben, I don't know, because I don't know Ben. Wish your supplements were still available. I'm going to come out with the pre-workout. That's about it. Take it before I go out here and walk the baby. Oh, no. Everyone have a stimulant-free version. I love stimulants. I'm the king of stimulants. And Arnold. What about the Arnold, Abdullah? You think they're going to have that Arnold? I don't know what you mean by bottom 2. Do you think the Olympia will happen this year? Not in September. Any European talents coming up? Yeah, there's always good people in Europe, you know. There's good people everywhere. I just can't wait to... Yeah, Sergio. Yeah, Sergio was overlooked at the Olympia. I mean, the Arnold. See, what a subliminal. You like that subliminal message? He's very good. He's wide and he's tall. So that gives the appearance, Sergio, of like not being quite thick enough. But because he's in really good condition, that height in the comparisons and the width in real life really, really works for him. It helps him compared to people. Could keto in day then I'm not sure what you said there, bro. Could I keto? Oh, in the day and carb pre-workout. Yeah, you could do. Yeah. I agree. That's why I'm hoping, Abdullah, they have the Olympia, because I know 100% sure Sergio will surprise people. I'm talk with you and be honest. Yes. Olympia, November, sure. Okay. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice if they have an Olympia. Do you think Patrick Rodgers I placed at the 2019 Olympia? That is a great question. I don't know, because he wasn't compared to people, and the people who he compared with, he just demolished on condition. But one could argue, like, I'm not saying that Akeem Williams deserves to be top 3 in the Olympia, but like at the Olympia, he's very, very, very hard and has a ton of muscle. So what do you do with him? It's apples and oranges, a lot of these shows. There's a lot of great physiques who are misplaced. I'd leave it at that. Kamal doesn't eat much during Ramadan, Lutfi. But he looks crazy, right? Yes, in good weather, says Abdullah. When people say, what do you think of those Kuwaiti coaches? I say, I only like Abdullah, no one else. And that pisses like 40 people off. Being rescheduled, the national level shows. Do you see any getting canceled? I don't know. Listen, we are in middle of May, and I predicted this on Heavy Muscle Radio. No one is flying anywhere. I can book a flight to go from my house to Los Angeles for $84 one way. And I thought about it, because I said, maybe we'll quarantine the whole family in Malibu. But you can't leave LA. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Just sit at the beach all day? Do natural women should eat and train according to their menstrual cycle? I don't know. Yeah, how much? 2,000 mgs of carnitine before cardio. Is he doing any cardio, Kamal? No. What do you think, Brendeos? Raphael, if he can get the Olympia this year, he'll be a threat to do something big. I don't know who Ahmed Askar is. Who the hell is that? Abdullah, who's this guy Ahmed Askar? I don't know. Never heard of him. What's a good beginner's protocol? Test, that's all you need. I always say, if you can't grow on tests, it's like if your pecs can't grow from bench press, you got problems. Oh, key to Jay's diet was carbs. Absolutely. I had him on the highest carbohydrate diet in the history of mankind, and it wasn't a lot of protein. It worked for him. And he just rolled with it. I mean, just worked, and I mean, he was growing all the time from it. It was like the carbs were protein. I mean, he was building like crazy. I know who Ahmed Askar is. I was just kidding. Francois' potential best versus Luke's potential best. Who wins? Francois. What's your outlook for the housing market upcoming months? 2008 repeat? No, it's not a 2008 repeat, because in 2008 everything went up for fire sale and foreclosure. Now you can get a forbearance. You can say, I can't pay for 3 to 6 months. So there'll be a lot of workouts where people can work with their bank rather than have the bank come in and kick them out in a truly capitalistic way. have him live homeless on the street. So no, we're not going to get paid. And interest rates are just in the toilet. How is it you take care of the baby at your age? When people come to stay with me, bodybuilders, I give them what they have to do. They take care of the baby. Do I think Luke should have beaten? That's a great question. Dexter. I thought that Tampa could have gone either way. I think that would have put it away for Dexter was his back double. There's a lot of detail in the traps, rhomboids, lower back, deep hamstrings, deep glutes. Otherwise, for sure, Luke won the front shots. Luke won the side tricep. Dexter side chest. Dexter most muscular. Absent thighs is a wash. Dexter both back shots. Because when Dexter spreads his back, besides having great width, he has detail in his back lat spread. So it sounds like I'm leaning towards Dexter, but it could have gone either way. There's way too many pro cards. No, I don't use that vascularity spray backstage. Yes, Sean is working with me. Hadi Chopin 100% versus Flex Lewis 100%. We're going to see it this year. Hadi beat him, but Flex was not at 100%, I think, when Hadi beat him. Even though, I mean, let's face it, Hadi was better that day in Korea. But I think they both improved since then. If Phil comes back, yes, Sean can beat him. Ahmed Saeed, yeah, that's Jay Cutler. What do you think about the Olympia this year? Abdullah from Kuwait just told me looks like it's going to be in November. They must make winter Olympia, like summer and winter Olympics. That's funny. Good point. Yeah, 250 carbs, Jay, one sitting, yeah. Are you writing a new book? No. I'm just trying to sell my old books on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon and buy my old books. Put in Chris Aceto's old books and they'll come up. Who was the first pro Gold's Venice that I work with? Pro, because I was helping a lot of amateurs. Maybe it was Bob Paris, maybe. Overstimulants, yeah, they can fry your nervous system. They can. Some people are very susceptible to it too. But I'm still, let's see. Yep, Jose Rovello, Club Gravel Bed and Breakfast. It's like an Airbnb for bodybuilding. No, I'm just doing the Airbnb part. I should do a bodybuilding Airbnb. Do you think Dave would get a pro card nowadays then? Yeah, because he's big and gnarly, you know. I mean, he just overwhelm people in size. Kenny Wallace, of course you can. You don't have to ask me that. Done. Just send me a text. You're probably not my phone whatever book, so just say it's Kenny. Say it's King Kenny, then I'll know who it is. Where did you learn pharmacology from? I don't know anything about pharmacology. Why didn't Kevin win the Olympia? Because there were just a couple guys ahead of him who were just a little bit better. I don't know who Sean's training coach is right now. Luke Sand, yes, I'm working with Luke. I have Gillette only for the North Americas, the second one he did. Stayed at my house for, I guess, a month or so, maybe 5 weeks. A month. It's starting to get cold here. It's crazy. Does it make to do set? Yes, yes, it makes sense to do abs while bulking, so that when you diet down, they're there. That's why nobody has abs, because nobody trains them hard. I used to train abs like crazy. No, I don't coach those who just want to look better. No, I'm just not into it. Started with Big Ron Partlow. I can't remember. He would probably tell it better than me. Like Ron Partlow, how I started working with him. He just, like anyone, contacted me and told me his contest history, which I knew some about, and then we get going. I don't care about dairy. It doesn't bother me one bit. Pro hormones, they work. It's like summer in Los Angeles. It's like winter in Maine here right now. It's freezing. Bring back global warming. Yeah, Don Ross had crazy ab workouts. I don't do any cardio on bulking. You're gonna get fat, you're gonna get fat. Everyone gets fat in the off season. I don't know about Paul Dillette, because he's doing his own thing. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the IPP. I don't know. I mean, he's doing his own thing. He's making his own money. He's innovative, that's for damn sure. He works a lot. Can you compete with the high protein, moderate fat diet? High protein, moderate fat. Like low carbs? Yeah, you could. You're welcome, Rob JR314. But it's really self-serving just to sell my books. That's why I do these, actually. But they're fun. They keep my mind on something other than coronavirus and collapsed lungs. After giving birth, low carbs. A lot of cardio. Unless you're the husband. High volume versus high intensity. Ha. What pro did you help that no one really knows you helped? I don't want to say because it could cause problems. That's the best question of the month. Carbs around training? Yes, I like them around training. I like more carbs around training. Keep doing these. I'll be rebuying your books. That's funny. What brings the most happiness in life? My family. Close though was Sean winning that Olympia and beating Phil Heath. I forgot about my family for 2 days. No, I don't work with any pro athletes. I work with a couple of WWE guys over the last 10 years, but that's it. No, you can't put on muscle in a CrossFit program. The easiest with sleep, I think it's the fourth one. I don't know. After you have a baby. You're losing more muscle than fat, then your diet's way too strict. I switched to cookies. That's why I don't tell people to eat muffins anymore, because I was tired of gurus copying me. So I said, I'm going to do cookies. Sure enough, the whole world went to cookies. Kamal's 233 in those pictures, I think. No, 236. Yes, Rohit. Oh, you can get my books on Amazon. That's why I do these. Uh-oh, the 1-year-old's asleep. Oh, maybe not. Is Kamal going to the Olympia this year? Of course he is, if they have it. Would you invest in properties in other countries? No, too far away. Kamal on stage? I don't know, because I didn't weigh him the last week. I don't know. Oh yeah, yes. Have Nick Strengths and Power. I'm gonna have him read it, like through the audiobook, so people can fall asleep. Is carb loading with insulin a good idea? No, not if you're not experienced, because you're just gonna be a water buffalo to the max. All right, we're gonna end it. Just got in the house.